Hi guys, Lillian the Vegan here with a really cool recipe for homemade taco seasoning. As most of you know by now, I live in Japan. I'm a vegan and I live in a place called Sendai. Sendai is north of Tokyo. You've probably heard of it if you remember 311. Anyway, in Sendai I can tell you that there are not many options available for us vegans. So someone I met recently mentioned or sent me a link to some taco seasoning that is vegan, and thank you Kodo-san for that. I really appreciate it. But you can make your own, and I'll tell you, in Sendai there are a lot of taco seasonings available in the import shops, but if you look at the ingredients, which are normally written in Japanese and the English is covered, so if you're a foreigner you're going to have a hard time reading that, reading the ingredients, unless you can read kanji. I can't, because I don't like studying and I don't want to. So my point is, they do put animal products in a lot of the taco seasonings that you see that are sold in shops here. So if you're a real vegan like I am, you might want to be careful when purchasing stuff like that. So anyway, this is my recipe for homemade taco seasoning, and it's really simple. Most of the spices that go into this, I would say you would have most of them, probably not all of the spices, but you know, this is a really handy thing to have, and I'll tell you what you can do with it later. But today's recipe is really simple. Honestly, I'm using this taco seasoning, the homemade taco seasoning, potatoes and extra virgin olive oil. That is it. So take a look at the recipe and hope you like it. How to make homemade vegan taco seasoning. 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of roasted onion powder or onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1½ teaspoons of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Place all of the taco seasoning spices in a bottle, shake, and there you go, homemade taco seasoning ready to use. To make potatoes with taco seasoning, cut the potatoes in the size that you like. Mine are about 2 centimetre cubes, and I have kept the skin on. To that, add some olive oil. Again, you control how much olive oil you use. I'm using 5 potatoes and about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Just give it a little mix so that you coat all the potatoes. And then all you're going to do is add the beautiful taco seasoning that we made earlier on. Remember, it has salt and pepper in it, so the taco seasoning is quite strong. Be careful not to use too much. And also, once the potatoes are cooked, you can add, you can sprinkle again while you're eating them, so don't get too carried away. And that's it. Taco seasoning, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and all you're going to do is bake that in a 250-degree oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. So how did you go with the recipe? Really simple, hey. Taco seasoning, I think we all know what to do with taco seasoning. Think Mexican, but also think outside of the Mexican thing, because there is so much you can do with this. Of course, bean dishes, get a can of beans, heat it up, maybe chuck in some fresh tomatoes, onions, put some taco seasoning in. Just use it as you would normally taco seasoning. I also do use this with salads. So I'll dress my salad with a little bit of olive oil, add a little bit of white wine vinegar or the vinegar of your choice, and instead of just using regular salt and pepper, try my taco seasoning, you know, in salads, stuff like that. Really simple, really fresh, and yum. So now I've baked my potatoes, and you know that they're going to be good. I mean, check that out. Yeah, they're going to be good, really. And you know, I'm going to eat this for lunch. That's 5 potatoes, and I am not going to worry about it at all because I eat a lot, and you know, I have said before I don't like to calorie restrict myself, so you know, I eat healthy, but I do like, you know, a bit of oil in my dishes every now and again. So you know, if you're making this for a few people, I suggest you make a lot because they're absolutely delicious, and anyone you give these to is going to like them. Kids, be careful because there is a lot of chili in this and it's going to be spicy. I would say almost too spicy for a child, but if you grew up with a Fijian mother like I did, then you might be able to handle the heat. Who knows? Alright, so yeah, let me get into one of these because it smells beautiful, looks great. As I mentioned before, have a taste, and if you don't have enough taco seasoning, just add more. Sprinkle again, no worries. Yeah, so here we go. Itadakimasu. Can't complain about that. There's nothing wrong with it. I like my food really hot, so this is spicy, and I don't like my food too salty. If I were serving this to someone, I would probably put some salt on the side because you might require a bit of salt, extra salt. You know, that's up to you. Everybody has their own, you know, salt level that they like. So yeah, I hope you try these. They're delicious, so yummy. And do it with, you know, different potatoes. Don't only do it with potatoes. Do it with carrots. Dice the carrots, do the same thing. Do it with zucchini. Zucchini beautiful. Do it with eggplant. You know, just olive oil season with the taco mix that we made, and bake your vegetables as you normally would. I really recommend it and hope you try it. Thanks guys. Monday today, so hope you all have a great week. Thanks for watching and see you soon.